Sri Sharda Devi and her Divine Play, Chapter 28, page 530. Holy Mother can no longer be seen with our physical eyes, as she is now residing on a spiritual plane. But we can visualize her divine play in this world by meditating on the reminiscences of her given by those blessed ones who lived with her. Different attendants of the mother recorded their accounts of her life from their various perspectives, and these accounts help us to visualize how she lived, worked, and interacted with people. In fact, all these details help to make a biography living, and this is why we are including in this book all the relevant reminiscences of her. Swami Ishanananda described the mother's daily routine in her new residence in detail. As per her usual habit, the mother would get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. After washing, she would pick up the master's picture from the bed and wipe his face with a piece of wet cloth. Some days she would hum a couple of lines from a Hindi bhajan, which goes, "In the morning, Mother Kaushalya awoke Ramachandra and asked her son to do good for men, sages, and gods. She then began to practice japa sitting on her bed, and later she would lie down. If Radhu's child cried in the other room, she brought the baby in with her. When the mother got up and opened her door, we would get up and practice japa sitting on her floor. Some days she would ask us to repeat a certain mantra of a certain deity. After sunrise, the mother would drink Ayurvedic water made from soaked coriander, jute leaf, and gram. She then began to cut vegetables, and others joined her. At that time, newcomers would come to bow down to her, and she talked to them. The mother would feed the gram that had been soaked overnight to her pet parrot named Gangaram. As her body began to be feeble due to old age, she took Makaradhwaj, an Ayurvedic medicine, with pomegranate juice in the morning. The mother would send us to collect more vegetables and other groceries from the markets of neighboring villages, as there was no market in Jayarambati. The mother dictated the grocery list and then brought the money from a box in her room. Whenever she received any money, she touched it to her forehead and put it in the box, and when taking it out, she again did the same. She gave me a maximum of 50 rupees at a time for shopping. The money was arranged in piles of 10 rupees, not paper money. We generally found in her box 15 to 20 rupees, one thermometer, a small pair of scissors, a bundle of thread, and some small cloth bundles. These small cloth bundles contained different items, such as a little clay from the Simhavahini temple, a little opium that the doctor prescribed for her stomach, dry rice prasad of Lord Jagannath, 6 or 7 strands of the master's hair, and a small piece of the asana on which the master sat during meals in Dakshineshwar. When she was cleaning the box while leaving Jayarambati for the last time, she gave the last bundle to me and said, "You keep this one with you." At 9 o'clock in the morning, the mother would bathe in the pond or sponge herself with warm water if she was not well. Afterwards, she worshipped the master and Gopala. Later, she gave initiation if there were any candidates. She then distributed the prasada to the devotees on sal leaves. If there were not sufficient fruits and sweets, she would make some halwa and offer it to the master. The mother ate a little puffed rice and drank a glass of rock candy syrup that had been offered to the master. She then cut vegetables and supervised the cooking in the kitchen. She prepared beetle rolls with thin slices of betel nut, fennel seed, and other spices, as she had been taught by the master. During this time, her attendant read the devotees' letters to her and she dictated the answers. About 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the cook would inform the mother that the food was ready for offering. After washing her hands and feet, she carried the Panchapatra and addressed the master. Food is ready, please come and eat. It seemed the master was going with her to the kitchen. Some rice and vegetables were placed on a stone plate and the mother offered them to the master. She then arranged food for Radhu and her son and asked the monks and devotees to sit on the veranda for their meal. She sat on one side of the veranda, extending her legs, and watched them eat. Occasionally, she cooked 1 or 2 dishes and served them before she ate. The mother was bilious and suffered from a burning sensation in her body. So, she preferred food that had a cooling effect on her system, such as urad dal, poppy seed curry, and so on. For dessert, she would mix rice with milk and eat some. The leftovers were distributed among the disciples as prasad. After lunch, the mother cleaned her teeth with tobacco powder. She actually cleaned her teeth after each meal. She then took some rest and some days visited her brother's households to inquire about them. Jai Ma.